Whether you're under 40 or older, we all need to know how to avoid stepping into financial pitfalls like debt, how to free ourselves from the debt we're in, and how to become financially fit. And if we so desire, how to attain financial liberation. We all want the same things: spaciousness, choices, opportunities, freedom. We are just going to approach them differently based upon certain factors, time being one of them. Remember, financial liberation should be and can be for all. Greetings, my name is Dawn from Project Liberate, where I'm concerned with all things that have to do with liberation. Financial liberation is what I'm addressing in this series of videos. This is video number 6. Please look at the other videos in this series to build your financial fitness if you too want financial liberation. In this video, I'm going to share a little bit more about managing your relationship to debt and modifying your spending habits. Remember to like and subscribe below if you find this content valuable, and please share as well. I've been reading The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. In the book, he says most people will never achieve financial freedom, and their acceptance of debt is the biggest reason why. He believes that debt should never be considered normal. Here are some of the reasons why. High interest rates will swallow your income as well as your quality of life. You get locked into a source of income whether you like it or not. Dangerously high stress levels negatively impact your health and can often lead to addiction, all to escape circumstances you feel you can't change. But if you have debt, what can you do to free yourself? He has a really good formula to help you determine how aggressively or not you should deal with your debt based on interest rates. If the interest rate on your debt is less than 3%, pay it off slowly and allocate the rest of your money for investments. If your interest rates on your debt is between 3 and 5%, consider the 50-50, or 50 on debt and 50 towards investments. If the interest rates on the debt you have is more than 5%, you need to pay that off ASAP, as soon as possible. Now, a side hustle or business can help you stay in the investment game while paying down your debt. Seriously consider cutting non-essential spending and putting that money towards liberating yourself from debt if the interest rate on your debt is between 3 and 5%. Once you're used to a lower spending lifestyle by diverting your extra cash to your debt, when the debt is paid, it will be easy for you to transition and take that money and start investing it. In other words, if you want all the options, don't go spending all your money on liabilities. All the Starbucks in the world isn't going to fill that hole in you, that place that feels like you can never get out of debt. You have to dig your way out. And if I can do it, so can you. And then let's skip doing it again. I don't think that a lower spending lifestyle should be seen as a punishment, because it isn't. Maybe that's what gets you spending differently. But this is about how you spend money, what you value, and your life now and in the future. That will be here sooner than you can imagine. Remember, assets over liabilities. JL says, avoid debt at all cost. My spin on it is avoid debt on liabilities at all cost. Perhaps you can limit, if not eliminate, debt on liabilities, but do consider some debt on assets. In considering debt, you have to be extremely clear about what you're getting yourself into. Read the fine print. They don't say that for nothing. Don't take debt lightly. You do not want to be in a chokehold to it later. In terms of paying off debt, I've already talked about DOLP, D-O-L-P. in a previous video. Another method that I have used previously is to list your debts by interest rate. Pay off the highest interest rate debts first while paying the minimum on the others. Once you pay off the highest, repeat those steps until they're all paid. Both approaches will help you free yourself from most debt. Is there any good debt that you could use to dynamite yourself into a better situation, you might ask? If you have a business, you might take out a loan to grow, expand, scale up, finance inventory, acquire assets. Just be careful. Debt is a dangerous tool that swallows many. You might consider buying a home if you can afford one, but beware of being sold more home than you can afford. A single family home that you live in that has no earning potential while you're living there is a liability. You can only get money out of it by selling it. It's an investment, but it's not an asset. For me, investing in a multifamily building makes the most sense because it's a true asset, meaning it's creating cash flow for me. If you have any student loans like I do, then you know the heaviness of that debt because it may not be easy for you to pay it off quickly or before you retire. The Public Service Student Loan Forgiveness Program forgives the remaining balance on federal student loans after 120 payments for federal, state, tribal, local government, military, and qualifying nonprofit full-time employees. There are loan forgiveness programs for nurses and other professions as well. I wish the info was all in one place on loan forgiveness and easy to sift through, but that's not the case. A more widespread loan forgiveness program that forgives $10,000 was also just approved, so make sure you look into that. And if I find any additional accessible information on that, I'll make sure to pass it on and mention it in a future video. Many states are disputing loan forgiveness, even though the cost of education on even the state level has increased by 30-fold over the last 40 years, making paying your way through almost totally impossible. Regarding student loan forgiveness, you want to apply for that ASAP. You want to look into it and apply for it immediately. The programs available now have deadlines or may not carry over from one administration to another. If you're looking to learn a new skill and want to change professions, consider the plethora of ways to do so that don't require further or new student loans. Check out the Promise Grant if you're a first-generation college student, which can help students fund education at state colleges. EOPS can help eligible students pay for books. Private schools like Stanford will pay for a master's degree, a master's PhD combo for eligible qualified applicants in certain fields, like in education and psychology. Internships, apprenticeships, community colleges are ways and places where you can acquire new skills or beef up the skills that you have. I am the light of the world. That's why I'm here. That's my only function. You are the light of the world. That's why you're here. That's your only function. May you be well. May you be happy. Hey, this has been a 721 Yellow Banana production, and don't you forget it. You know what I mean? Please remember to like and subscribe. And if you found this information helpful or you know someone who might, please share it. Thank you.